Good morning. Happy Tuesday? Tuesday? Yeah. Well,
Yes, it's a tired Tuesday. Let's just say it.
We'll be honest,
out of the
guys.
gate.
We're gonna be honest with you. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
I'm Maddie Conklin,
And
I
this
got
is the show.
This is the show. I got a great sleep score on my Fitbit last night, but my body is not telling me I did.
Can you explain your sleep score and your Fitbit? Because I hear you talking about
I know.
it. I don't know what it is.
He never asked, and I keep
never asked.
dropping the hint, like, ask me about my sleep score. Okay. Basically, you're on a scale of 0 to 100. 100 is the best sleep score you can get, 1 being the worst. I got an 85, so it measures your the amount of time you've been asleep, your REM/restoration, and then how many times you, like, your body came out, woke up.
Is it all on this?
It's all in this.
So you sleep with this on? Okay.
Yeah. And I forgot to take it off for the show, so.
No, it's perfect because I'm asking you about it.
Yeah.
But then the other day you said, oh, I only slept for 4 hours. So does that mean it's actually measuring how many hours you sleep?
Yeah, it measures the amount of time you're actually asleep. So basically last night I went to bed, I think around 8:39 was the exact time my body went comatose, and then 3:15 is when I woke up. So it measures, you know how they always say, try to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night? It's actually, it can vary. Like, yes, it's good to get a lot of sleep, but the more important part is your body restoring itself, and how long are you in the deep sleep, mid-sleep, and then kind of awake. So I don't know if I explained anything correctly, but.
Well, I want to do that because I know for sure. So I went to bed at my normal time, but then I got up about 1 because my little dog, by the way, my little dog Celine Dion just got diagnosed with doggy Alzheimer's. So I'm dealing with that on medication.
Sorry.
She gets up a lot and she potties now and she can't control it, and it's diaper situation. So I let her out at 1. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But when I went back to sleep, I slept hard.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I love this. But then you know in like 2 hours you're gonna have to be up, and you're like, no.
And then the alarm, I was like, no.
Yeah, please, no.
Please. Oh, and Jake says he'll give us some info during the break.
No, you went to Lowe's yesterday.
Oh, yes, I do want to. Viewers are the best.
Yes.
And they also say hi to you, Maddie. I want to say hi. I hope she's watching this morning. Jen Tatum and her husband, if you're watching. I was shopping in Lowe's. I stopped by, and her husband, this gentleman said, hey, Jeremy, love the show. So I stopped and said hi to him. And as I was talking, I said goodbye. I walked away, and I hear somebody across the way go, is that Jeremy? And I went,
I'm
what?
sure you hear that all the time.
What is it? And people hear our voices and they're familiar.
Yeah.
So then Jen comes over, she goes, I knew I heard your voice. So Jen and her husband moved here from Tulsa about 2 years ago, been fans of the show. They said, thank you for all your recommendations. Like they used We Move Junk, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, thank you for the suggestion. We've had them out and they moved our junk. And I'm like, they moved my junk too, I love it. They're great. She goes, we use all your recommendations.
Yeah.
They're loving the area. They've been here about 2 years, and they were getting plants. I was getting plants.
Yes, because the wind knocked down all your plants, and he was not happy.
I was livid because the wind knocked over all the little potted palms I'd had yesterday. All of the new fresh flowers were falling everywhere.
So you just come home to like a plant massacre, basically.
Yes, it was
You're like,
a horror movie.
No!
So I had to go to Lowe's to get stuff so I could anchor down the pots. So now they're anchored down, so hopefully nothing. And that's where Jen Tatum and her husband were. So thank you, we love you.
Perfect.
And they were amazing people, and got some stuff at Lowe's. But there you go.
I have to say that story kind of revived me a little bit.
Did it?
I'm feeling a little more alive.
But oh, by the way, Maddie, you'll appreciate this. It's hilarious. So I was at Lowe's. It must have been about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And it was so funny. So as we're talking, I was talking to Jen and her husband. And I'm sorry I forgot her husband's name. Jen Tatum, I remember that name. So it's 3 o'clock, and she goes, thank you so much for talking with us. I know you got to go because you got to go to bed. 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I mean, that's when you start winding down, you know?
Yeah, and I was like, Jen, how did you know my sleep schedule? Because, yes, I'll be in bed in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Jesse, how are you feeling today? Are you on the Tired Tuesday train with us?
No, I had a case of the Mondays, but Tuesday, wake up, y'all. Come on
We're
now.
here. Oh, hello.
Get up and let's go.
Okay.
Here. It's going to be a great day out there today. Tom's going to show us his forecast, and it's going to be a lovely one.
If it is not windy, I'll be happy.
Yes.
It'll be a little windy, but not as bad as it was yesterday. That's what Tom's been telling us, so that's a little tease for you.
Okay.
I blame Canada.
Tom's got us. Fair enough.
I blame Canada.
I blame Canada.
South Park.
By the way, one of my favorite soundtracks of all time is South Park the movie.
The soundtrack
I can
from
listen to that soundtrack on repeat.
I've never heard what songs are on it.
I can't
Blame
quote.
Canada.
Yeah, I can't quote any of the songs on the South Park.
Oh my
soundtrack
gosh.
that I remember.
I just love that surprises you. Like Adam was surprised I like South Park.
it
You're
is.
surprised I like South Park.
It is surprising.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Let me pass this piece of entertainment news along to you.
Okay,
Something
please
you'll
do.
all appreciate, I think. One more sweet emotional ride for Aerosmith. The iconic rock band has announced the dates for its farewell tour. It's a 40-arena tour that comes just after the band has wrapped up a Las Vegas residency, which was cut short due to Steven Tyler suffering from an unspecified illness. Aerosmith will be without its drummer, Joey Kramer. He's focusing on his health and his family, which makes sense. Every member of the band is over 70 years old, including Steven Tyler, who is 75. The Black Crowes will be on tour with him. That tour, oh yeah, crank that up, DJ. Yeah. The story that he tells on Howard Stern's show of how that intro came along is just fascinating. Look that up in your spare time if you can handle listening to Steven Tyler drone on. But yeah, so the tour starts September 2nd, ends January 26th. They do have stops in both St. Louis and in Kansas City.
Okay.
And those are a few weeks apart. Normally you see bands go through, if they're coming east to west, they go St. Louis, Kansas City, or vice versa, the other way, Kansas City, St. Louis. But they're actually going to be bouncing around in between. So those are 3 weeks apart or so. On those.
Nice.
But, yeah, and the tickets go on sale Friday.
Also, how does Steven Tyler look so young? Does he get work done, you think?
What
He's
was that?
75.
What was it you said the other day, Jeremy?
What?
You're not ugly, they're just
They're just
Rich.
rich.
That's what it is?
You're not ugly, they're rich.
They're
That's
rich.
it's true. You're not ugly,
He
guys.
doesn't look 75. He looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the rock star look, you're always, I feel like maybe back in the day even, they kind of looked a little
Hard.
Grunge.
Run
Yeah,
down.
hard.
They look hard usually.
haggard.
But
So.
for rockers and what they've probably done in their past,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. and
he looks
Steven
pretty
Tyler-
good.
He looks
though,
pretty good.
compared
Yeah.
to other
Yeah.
senior rockers.
Like Tommy
Yeah.
Lee. He looks.
He and Joe Perry, the guitarist, were known as the Toxic Twins.
The toxic
Toxic
twins.
twins.
Steven Tyler and Joe Perry, the Toxic Twins is what Jake says they're known
Wow.
as. The guitar player there. So, yeah, and they ran up and down the road as hard as any rock band ever.
Is that Maddie and I's new nickname, the Toxic Twins?
Toxic Twins?
Yes.
You two are toxic.
Maddie.
Don't you know that
Although-
you're toxic?
We're Britney Toxic.
We're Brittany
That kind.
toxic.
That kind, yes. Here's another story for you. It's kind of a weird one, and this is more of a newsy type story, but we'll go with it.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence. Okay, we've been talking about that. We've heard a lot about it recently. It's predicted that AI, and along with other economic weakness, will cost the world 15 million jobs over the next 5 years. That's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I didn't know we were going to do this one today.
We're so sad.
That's okay. According to the assessment by the World Economic Forum, it predicts that employers will add 69 million new jobs, but eliminate 83 million. So they're saying that they're going to be putting AI to work in the form of robots to do the work that humans are doing now. So, like, have you heard of this Chat GPT thing? for
Yes.
instance? You've heard of this? It's kind of scary.
No.
Oh, explain
What
it.
is that?
Okay, so I don't know exactly how it works, but it's AI, so artificial intelligence. A lot of college kids, for instance, right now are using this
Okay.
to kind of, I guess, cheat on schoolwork. All you have to do is like enter a prompt, and it will write like a full paper, however many words you need it or however long you need it. Like you can say, write me a paper of how Ozarks Fox AM is the best show in morning television. Maybe you should do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should plug it in and see what it comes up with, and maybe read an excerpt from it on the air. That's ChatGPT. That's what it is.
And Jesse, a lot of TikTokers, by the way, are doing that, and they're coming up. They basically tell that, okay, I want this, this, and this in a song, and it will write the song.
That's
kind of
it
thing.
just happened.
Yes.
With Drake and The Weeknd.
Yes, and it's just like, okay, put in this information,
What?
and it's a whole novel, and you put in this information, it's a paper. I found out about it on TikTok because people were doing it. I'm like, this is
Where?
insane.
Where have I been?
A movie script.
Seriously.
Well, they may actually need to go to that here pretty
Because
soon.
the Writers Guild.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Ooh, that's an idea.
Jesse, by the way, speaking
Yikes.
of the AI and like the people AI, on Instagram I was scrolling through and somebody posted a movie trailer that was completely AI. The actors, everything was AI. The voices, and it looked
Was it
so
based
real.
on real people? Like, did they?
No, it just like it goes. Could movie stars be a thing of the past? Because you don't have to pay them,
Yeah.
and it's all these AI actors that looked very, very real.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, our
It was
jobs
very
in
scary.
jeopardy.
AI song written. It's hard on my sleeve. It was put on Spotify for a few days. Somebody made an AI song. Drake and The Weeknd. Make me a song with those two. Computer created one. Sounded exactly like both of them.
Oh my gosh. That's
and they
scary.
had
What
to
world
look
are we
off
living
spot
in?
Yeah, this alternate reality.
I actually am artificial intelligence. I'm not even real.
You're not real.
It's all a ruse.
And Tom,
Start
you know
glitching.
what? Tom, could you actually put into your weather lab going, give me a forecast and it would just forecast it for you?
I don't know. Hey, AI is not coming after my job.
No way.
Seriously, not.
way.
Please, stay away from us.
AI. Oh, we're my dead body. That's what I
Yeah, there you go.
That's so crazy, though.
It is. It is crazy.
Yeah.
It's really too bad. Like we're talking about college students. I remember writing papers was a challenge.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember my senior paper. It had to be like 40 pages.
Oh.
And I had to type that out.
What?
You know, I had to type it up.
God.
And
Didn't
now-
you hate, too, when
now
the
a computer-
teachers gave you, like, the margins? Like, the margins had
Oh,
to be
like
so big.
Yes.
I think,
no,
that
certain-
what purpose?
a certain text font.
yes.
Yeah.
Glad I
Margins
became a
and
lousy
spacing.
news
You
in
get
between.
docked 50 points if it's not Comic Sans.
Yeah.
Or if it is Comic Sans.
Ridiculous.
Comic Sans.
I like Helvetica. I'm going to name my first child Helvetica.
I like it.
Now that's a
pretty.
toxic name.
Yes, it is.